Hi, how we doing? Excuse me. Hi, Draw. How you doing? Why does the game always disappear when I do this? Fucking, it's literally here. I have to tab in for the freaking OBS to wake up. I vaguely remember not having PNG on for this because it blocked things. So I've turned me little hat boy off, me little paper bag boy. I don't remember where we were or what we were doing. All I remember is I'm in charge and we're fucked. That's all I remember. Hold on. I was going to say, we have a map, don't we? Oh, yeah, I sent some people out to, excuse me, to explore. Which I'm still not entirely sure how that works, because it didn't really explain it very well. Hello, what the fuck? Find the elephant seal... Why is there no sound on the screen? Find the Adelie penguin migration path, the crab-eater seal migration path, the emperor penguin migration path, the elephant seal migration path. I want to say those are probably the better options to go for food and stuff. Oh, hello. My dogs are growing restless. They had grown used to the stirring of the waves against the ship. Now the sudden stillness has them unnerved. They seem to be temperamental creatures. No more temperamental than ourselves, Captain. Before I do carry on with this, I'm going to say this probably won't be the longest of streams, because A, I'm fairly tired again, because life, and B, sorry, tapped out, and again, B, this game has a lot of talking, and it usually fucks my throat, and my throat's already fairly dry, and I also made a mistake. So I was rushing. So today was a fun start, so got back from work about 8 o'clock, managed to fall asleep relatively fast. I was asleep by 9. For once, actually had an okay-ish amount of sleep. It was 6 hours, which, you know, 5 to 8 is the like target range, isn't it? But I am definitely like a cat. My aim of sleep, where I feel healthy for the next day, is more like 10 to 12 hours. I'm not gonna lie, or at least 8 to 10 hours. Like 5-6 hours isn't, for me personally, it doesn't really put me back into my 100%, but I'm on like 70-80%, which normally I'm on like 40%, if we're going to have it as a percent as a comparison. So I'm a lot better today than usual. However, I then woke up. Hi, Hannah, how you doing? I then woke up. Found that, so I pre-ordered the Lily's Tournament Collection Pokemon thing like a month and a half ago. I fully forgot it was a thing. And then I just woke up to an email going, your delivery has arrived. Like, what? Opened it, didn't really get fuck all out of it, so that was somewhat disappointing anyway, even though I'd forgot about it. I mean, I got a pretty Wattrel card. I posted it in George's Discord in the Pokemon channel for anyone that wants to see it. And I got the promo, I suppose, the Lily's Clefairy. But I got fuck all else from the box. And I really don't like the box, honestly. The little deck box that it comes with, it's kind of shit quality. Personally, it's weird plastic. There's a big gap, like there's a little pocket thing on the inside that kind of cuts the space out, which is completely unnecessary. It's just not great. So I'll probably won't even be keeping that. So yeah, kind of disappointing Pokemon purchase. But I got the Wattrel, so it was better than nothing. I could have just bought the Wattrel for 1/10 of the price. But in fact, how much is that Wattrel going for? Because I reckon it is probably about 1/10 of the price. eBay. Have a look. Wattrel TCG. 1/6 of the price. It's a fiver. The box was... Oh, no, 1/8 of the price, because I'm pretty sure the box was 40. It's either 30 or 40. Yeah, I've got a big box full of different packs, different sets of dice and coins and things, so I'm going to eventually put them all on Vinted. Eventually. I just don't have the patience or the money to post things at the minute. So that's a future issue. Especially because, Jesus Christ, even just the price of fucking Royal Mail stamps at the minute is disgustingly high. So posting things is a factor. So it's either going to be, I need to wait until I've got money to be posting things, which is going to be like late year. when we get into like autumn, winter, I'll actually have money again. Or I need to harass Tom and be like, the money you keep spending on fucking takeaways we don't need. Can we just eat the stuff in the freezer and you post me some shit? Which he'd probably say yes, to be fair, but I will eventually do that. Yeah, but you generally don't get the money for the postage until after you post it. You know what I mean? Like, you get the money back, but you kind of have to have the money up front in the first place. Similar to when I used to, like, just as a tangent, similar to when I used to be on what was Job Seekers at the time. Universal Credit now, I think it is. And they'd send you they would refuse to pay you your weekly pay, even if you were doing everything they asked you to while you were job hunting, unless you went to interviews that they gave you. Now, where I live, I'm in the middle of nowhere in terms of the city I live in. It's not overly close to anywhere outside of public transport or if I drive. I don't drive, I can't reverse. I tried a lot. My brain cannot handle reversing. I can go forwards perfectly great. I can drive fine, as long as I never have to reverse, which is kind of an issue. So I have to use public transport, and they used to send me like, here's a job interview that you'd be really suited for, and you'd probably get the job instantly. It's like, yeah, but it's like 40 fucking miles away. How do you expect me to get to this job? It's like, oh, well, there's direct trains and buses. What money do you think I've got to get to this interview, let alone to the job? Because I'm not paid up front. Same kind of issue. Anyway, did that, and then while I was getting ready, I thought, I'll go do the dishes that Tom didn't do this morning or last night that was his to do, as per usual. So already in an irritable mood. And in the process of slice my thumb open, not enough that it needs, like, attention, but enough that it was bleeding everywhere and would not fucking stop for 15 minutes. I'm sat there, hand over me head, holding a fucking cut on my thumb for 15 minutes before it would stop bleeding enough for me to get a plaster on it. It's not a deep cut, it's just that it's in an awkward place, like right on the fucking joint. So it's bleeding. So I'm kind of awkwardly using my thumb at the minute while it, whatever, seals, scabs up. So that also put me in a crap mood. Then I got to my lunch. So Tom has an annoying habit of doing the shopping without my input. Like, he'll do it when I'm busy and just come back with a load of bags of shopping, and I'm like, okay, thanks. I could have asked you for things. I could have come with you and picked things for my lunch. Because he doesn't pick the best things, and it was the only thing that needed to be used today. Looked interesting. It was a rice pulled beef pot thing, like almost a bulgogi, but not. But it was like a health version that he'd not realised was a health version. It was a healthy one, so it tastes like shit. I don't know what it is. I mean, in Tom's issue, he just doesn't look. He just picks something up and goes, oh, that looks nice, instantly in the basket. Doesn't really read them. That's a separate issue. But he keeps buying things that are like healthy versions, like protein meals out of randomly, things that have got like quinoa and kale and brown rice and shit. But every single one that I've tried so far has a weird, strong, bitter taste to it. And it's really off-putting. Like, I can taste the other things in it, but there's such a weird, bitter tinge to everything that it's just really fucking gross. Literally had 2 teaspoons of this meal and bin the rest because it was disgusting. Hence, I started stream late because I had to remake dinner. I had to make something else. I had to remake my lunch. They're not in a great mood. Not in the greatest of moods. I'm probably not in the greatest of moods later either, because Tom's just randomly gone, oh yeah, by the way, I agreed to go round my sister's later, so you're sorting your own dinner. Like, why are you telling me this on the day? We live together. This is the kind of shit you tell me when you decide that that's what you're doing. So kind of in an irritable mood. And then I made the mistake of, I thought, because I was rushing, I was like, what can I have for a drink for stream that's easy to throw together that I will enjoy? And I've got a little pot of, I don't know if anyone's seen the Holy energy drinks, like the powdered energy drinks. Tom brought a pack of iced teas that they do, because he knows I love me iced teas, or tea in general. The last one I had was really nice. So I thought, I'll just throw one of those in. Well, I made it, put it down, and then realised which one I'd opened, and it's lime. This game has a lot of reading. My throat's already a bit dry, for various reasons. Why did I make a citrus drink? Why did I make a citrus drink? It's probably going to taste great, but why? Oh, fuck me, that smells like pure lime. That is very fucking nice. But holy shit. It's mint and lime, I think. I think it's mint and lime iced tea. I'm kind of getting mint, but the lime's very strong. That is nice, but holy shit. Kind of like a mojito flavour, yeah. Not quite as minty, but more on the lime side. But that's probably not going to be the best idea when I'm having to read a lot. So this won't be the long list of streams. We'll probably aim for like 7, half 7. Like an hour and a half. And then if George's still on, we'll raid over, because for some reason he started super early again. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be putting his fucking schedule in the Discord yesterday. He still hasn't. Yeah, he still hasn't. I try and plan my fucking streams around his so that I can fucking moderate, but, you know. Oh well. I also don't remember what was going on this, so if I remember the specifics. Also, I saw you in his chat saying that you're playing Clair Obscur. Is it good? Is it good? Because it's on my list and I really want to. I kind of want to grab it. But I don't. Like, I don't have the money technically, but I do kind of want to grab it. But I'm not sure whether I want to stream it or just play it off camera. Like, if it's off camera, I can wait a bit because I've still got to finish Monster Hunter. But really like it. What kind of RPGs would you compare it to? Because it looks great from what I saw of it, but I wasn't sure like what to compare it to. Yeah, see, I don't do Game Pass, and because I mostly play PlayStation, so I'd be grabbing it on PlayStation. But if it's on PlayStation, if it's not, I'll grab it on Steam. I can't remember what it's actually on, but if it's on PC, I'll grab it on Steam. I'll outright buy it. I'll be asked for Game Pass. I always end up getting Game Pass, playing one game, and then just it sits there. I forget it exists, and I've just suddenly paid for 6 months of Game Pass that I've not used. Didn't do a schedule last week either. I'm pretty sure he hasn't for like 3 weeks. Hang on. Yeah, his last schedule was the first week of April. Monday 7th was the start. Like the second week of April. So it's been like 2-3 weeks since he last did a schedule. And to be fair, that schedule he did edit like 4 times through the week, so maybe that's why he's not bothered for a little bit. Requests, that's a great thing to start with when I'm forgetting what's going on. So I don't trust this man, I remember that. Okay, that was it. So we've got stuck in this ice scape, looking for a sunken ship for the research that's on the ship. I don't remember if they said what the research was about, but we're looking for the research on some sunken ship. The captain of this ship has vanished. He was having a very drunken breakdown the night before about how it's not even his ship because the benefactor that's paying for this journey basically owns the ship and everything on it and is dictating how everything goes. This man is kind of like their mouthpiece, which is why I don't trust him. The captain and a couple of the crew disappeared overnight with one of the lifeboats. So the automatic thought is they got on a lifeboat and they left. But we're in the middle of nowhere. Would they get on a random lifeboat and piss off? Because that's not a logical thing to do. I kind of feel like something happened to them from this man and the lifeboat was a cover-up. Getting rid of the lifeboat was a cover-up. We'll find out as we go, but I don't trust this man at all. And that's more or less where we got to. And then this is like the first full day of us being in charge. Don't know what it's really comparable to. It's weirdly like later Final Fantasy games with a bit of Persona. Ooh. See, I'm pretty sure that was the one I saw that had like at least some of the attacks you do in battles. You have to like press buttons on the little quick reaction things. I like older games that did that. Like there was Legend of Dragoon had it. The Shadow Heart series has it. Well, when you attack, there is something for you to do to get a better hit. Final Fantasy VIII had it with Squall's attacks. Like that kind of stuff. Squall's limits. it was definitely one of the things I was like, QTEs, that was it. That was one of the things that drew me in. I quite like that aspect of older RPGs that are turn-based, just to give it something for you to interact with as you're rather than just picking a action. I might grab it, I'm not gonna lie. Plus the fact that it's not a dirty expensive game because it was made by an indie company. Even though it looks amazing. Like, it looks like the kind of game that you would want to be paying 50 plus quid with. Like 60, 70 quid. I'd happily pay that for a game that looks like that game, but, you know. Good day, Captain. Well, as good as can be under the circumstances. What, have you sliced your thumb open as well? Best thing with me slicing my thumb open, it wasn't even on like a knife or something while I was washing up. There's a ceramic oven tray thing. Bacon tray on top of the microwave that we could put like loose onions and shit in while they're out the way. So they're out the way. And Tom dropped a glass from the cupboard above the other week, and the glass itself, not a scratch. However, it bounced off the little like handle on the side of the bacon tray and smashed it. So it's just jagged bits sticking out of the side of the fucking ceramic tray. We haven't had time to replace it yet, and we use it for storing things on the side, so we haven't got rid of it. I went to grab something, knocked the side of the fucking tray and it span and sliced my fucking thumb. Like, instant dug into my thumb. That's how sharp the jagged bit is on the side. Like, holy fuck. So Tom got a bit of an earful of, bitch, you broke this, why have you not replaced it? Because I'm now bleeding everywhere. Tom's been on the receiving end of some shit today, bless him. It's a good thing he knows that it's just because I'm in a bad mood. Like, he knows it's not mean-spirited. Quite cheap on League on CD keys. It's 28. Ooh. 28. Let me have a fucking look. Hold on. I didn't even know it had gone up on CD keys. I know the Oblivion had. 29. Nice. Yeah, I might grab that later. Because I kind of have to be in the mood to play Monster Hunter, which is the other game I've got for off camera at the minute. I have to be in the mood for Monster Hunter. And also have time because it likes locking you into a string of missions. I then sit there for 2 hours being stuck in something that I should have done in half an hour so I could go to work. I may have been late to work like 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks because of Monster Hunter. Thankfully, it's not an issue for my work, but, you know. Good day to you as well, Kasha. Sure, will be nice. Oh, fuck, yeah, I have to deal with their loyalty. I forgot. I'll be sure to spare you any more obligatory small talk from here. Good, because I don't want to read it. In truth, there is something I've been meaning to ask of you. It's a matter I brought up with Captain Hunt, although he was less receptive. I'm not merely interested in the story of this expedition. I'm interested in the story of the people on this expedition. When the crew have the downtime, I would request that I be allowed to conduct interviews with them. I would like to know more about them. Maybe learn more about what happened to Hunt. Sure. I see no issue there. Conduct an interview as you please. Thank you, you won't regret it. I'll mark anything useful I discover in the crew manifest. Send them to the Red Room on the lower deck when you can. Oh, so we're going to have to assign people to the Red Room to get info on them, basically. Which I'm guessing means that they're not available to do other shit. Ugh. Gnomes. Word around the crew. Crew came out croom. Slightly concerned about that. Is that we might end up having to move to the ice. If we can't free the Temperance anyway. It would be wise to gather what we want to take off the ship with us if we do. Indeed, we'll need to prepare for what could be the inevitable. Is this going to end up basically being fucking Frostpunk? Most of the tools are in the lower deck storerooms. The metal doors need some work to open, but it's worth what's inside. Okay, so I'm guessing that's something we can assign some people to sort out. Captain Shaw, Mr. Templeton. It would appear that some of the crew have taken an interest in the transmission radios we have on hand. It's likely many of their first time seeing this technology. Sure. It still bugs me that this table's got these ropes to keep it balanced on the ship. So as it's rocking, the table stays flat. but they're only on one side of the table. So this side of the table will fling back and forth all over the place regardless. If they have odd ideas of what they're capable of, and they have odd ideas of what they're capable of, I can't read. My brain is not quite awake yet. I woke up very late today. They believe another ship may pick us up if we monitor them. Ridiculous, they do not have the range to pick up another, not out here. I said as much, but Mr. Turner was adamant that we spend the night monitoring them regardless. He even sent me to run the concept by you. I mean, logically, we shouldn't. But it does give me a boost on the doodah, whatever it was called. Essentially the morale of the ship. Go on then. You want scientists, but can I assign others? I can. Ooh. I mean, we'll send you, because you're the one that's... And we'll send your wife. You're the one that wants to do it. Maybe an engineer? Because they might be able to fix it up. If it has issues. We'll send Dick. I can't send Dick, it has to be the scientists. Great. Do you know what? Just fucking have the lot of you. Have the lot of you. I'm sure we can manage without you for a little bit. It's worth the attempt, even if it's just to assure the crew. I lost Templeton's loyalty. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. Yes, Captain. It won't work. But at least this way the crew will remain certain. What do you mean demoralised? This was your fucking thing. Kasha can cure demoralisation by interviewing them. Well, that's not helpful when the one who's demoralised was this guy, wasn't it? Yeah. So the scientist who asked to do it is the one who's now demoralised. Make that make fucking sense. Otherwise they will ponder the alternative until we're all frozen. Sure. Whatever. What can I do? The question persists as to how long the Temperance can hold. Will we be able to wait out the ice? If there's no change by next week, abandoning the ship may be considered. Oh, let's do an eavesdrop. Ah, feel that air. Nothing better than cold wind to keep you awake. You're an odd duck, Yorick the Third. Sorry, do we have to refer to him as Yorick the Third every time? There's nobody else called Yorick on this ship. How many hours of sleep do you get a night? Well, on second thought, better not hearing it. I already know it isn't enough. I mean, same. Same. Oh yeah, we had... Who was it that was... It was Lefty, so you're recovered from your wounds from trying to fix the engine. What is with the panning? Did I put the panning... I haven't increased the panning speed, but it's really odd. What the fuck? That's faster! That shouldn't... Huh? Is this reversed? Okay, make that make sense. Can I get some food? I have no idea how many amounts of food we can even get from here. Let's let the child get me some more food. Give us a nice top up. Why can I give you coal? Speaking of coal, coal bunker. Get one person getting me some of that. We'll get your dad to do that one. Basically, we're going to work the family to the bone. The dad and the son. Boiler room. Feed the furnace. Oh, I already had one, didn't I? Damn it. It's fine. What we got? Scientists hold, general storage hold, engineers hold, red room, food store. Wait, there's another food store? What do we... Why is it? What do we, huh? Weapons hold. Don't know what the point of that is, but we'll just send someone in. Why not? You and Cavity charge into... Oh, we're breaking in. You and Cavity charge into the room with the water flooding in from behind. You have time to grab 2 items. Oh, hello. Okay, bolt action rifle. Pound upgrade plus 1 large animal killed at each hunting location. Hunting shotgun plus 1 medium at every location. Flares, 4 consumable items. 3 plus 4 consumables. 3 flares. Sorry. For alerting humans and alarming wildlife, can be carefully disassembled for fuel at a total of 9. Total of 90, so I'm guessing 30 each. Ale kegs. 3 kegs of ale. Each of them can be used to cure people of demoralization. We're not getting people pissed. I'll take the flares. And we'll take the large animal gun, I think. The room has flooded with freezing cold water, rendering any remaining items inaccessible. Oh, okay. And you're now freezing. Which I can, I think, send you to sort, can't I? But we'll do that last. That is now flooded. The water pumps could help you access the rest of the... Which are upstairs. Okay. Okay. Let's go in here as well. You and Tucker charge into the room with the water flooding in from behind. You have time to grab 2 items. Spice crates. Once per week, feed the hoosh to gain 3 food each for each person with malnourished or scurvy. That feels kind of stupid. 2 crates of tinned food worth a total of 40 food. 4 supplies of tinned lemons. Each of them can be used to cure people of scurvy. Or 5 crates of spoiled tinned food worth a total of 50 food, but using them could cause malnutrition. We'll go tinned lemons. And the tinned food. General storage. We'll do this one and then we'll see what boiler thing is for people that are frozen. Because if it's like cost per person, I don't want to do too much beforehand. Digging tools reduces the number of dogs required by 1 on locations, minimum of 3. 4 consumable items. Much of this room has become buckled by the ice, allowing it to be easily stripped for timber, worth a total of 102 fuel. Holy fuck. Spoiled food or ale kegs. Let's go timber. We'll go the digging tools. Plus 1 tools digging. That name clearly wasn't corrected in post. Room is flooded. Okay. Oh, fuck. Not that one. Each assigned will instantly cure a round... Oh, fuck. So I can only do 2 anyway, because we've only got 2 engineers. So who's still freezing? Sorry, gnomes, you're going to have to stay a little bit cold for the week. I'm going to guess these are the same thing, so we're not going to do those. Anyone free for an interview and portrait? If he wasn't busy, because apparently that helps with demoralization, I would send the frickin' doodah. Him. But he's not free. We've still got the scouts, we've still got the sailors. We've still got 2 sailors. 3 sailors. Just don't really want to freeze anymore, so we're not going to go with the other rooms just yet. Do I want to pump those rooms? I don't really. Maybe I need to before they freeze fully. Is this going to get another one frozen, though? Is it just going to be a rinse and repeat? We'll try it, but, you know. Grab the other gun. And we'll grab the booze. Yep. Fine. Sure. Whatever. The room is destroyed. It's fine. Oh, fuck. Before we call for food, let me do the dogs. I want to do 1 or 2 of these. Let's do Emperor Penguins. Emperor Penguin Migration Path, 1 of 20 research. Oh, okay, so... I need to find more info on them from these, at a guess. We can do hunting, though. Pretty sure I've only got those left to send out, haven't I? Okay, so Quilsey can hunt there, and then we'll send Yorick there to do a hunt. And I think we'll leave it at that for now, and we'll go eat. I have no idea what I'm doing, so there's going to be horrible choices. The crew have their meal. The dinner is shared. Crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Despite the time, it's still bright light outside, same as every fucking day. You know, as far as rations go, this is good. Junior sure knows how to prepare dinner, doesn't he? He is too good for a ship like this. It's because he's ginger. Therefore, he's better. You're pretty old, aren't you? That's a bit rude. Good eye, lad. Better than mine, because you only have one. Why are you still working? You should be at home with your family. I don't have one. Don't you have any children? I might do. Don't know any, though. All right, Boris Johnson. Jesus. More of the same tonight. We'll have to get used to it. Not much you can do with the ice. We'll figure out something to do, won't we? We'll have to. Pretty sure I can't do anything else now, because I don't have anyone left to assign, right? Because I'm pretty sure I can't just send the dogs out by themselves. So...
You can't hide forever!
I piss, I shit, I eat, I sleep. That's it. Honestly. Still true. Hi, Enclave, how you doing? Anything? Afraid not. I didn't expect anything to come of it. Well, at least we can say we tried. I'm guessing they're on about the radio. Oh, hello. Captain, a word. I felt now as good a time as any to review the wording in our contracts. You do remember what was written in your contract? Of course I do. Consider Article 3, and I quote, "The member of the staff shall, throughout the period of such expedition, obey all commands of the captain and shall use his best endeavours to promote the success of the same." Get to the point, Templeton. Templeton sighs heavily. As appointed by the captain in writing before his death. Are you contesting my leadership, Templeton? No, I'm alerting you to a potential issue. The vote we held settled what is only a temporary arrangement in the eyes of the law. Even then, you only made it through by a hair. Good people still raging that the event is broken. I mean, the only thing that's missing is I crash out a DVD, same. Yeah. Oh, so, before I carry on with this. So, yeah, last night, I mean, I'll put it in the Discord, but I'll repeat. So I did, I think, 11 matches in the end before I went to work. Just ticking off. I was trying to do the perfect grabs achievement with Kaneki, because I don't like Kaneki. I don't want to play Kaneki until they bring him down to a level where it feels fair that I'm playing Kaneki. Like, I like bouncing around the map nice and easily with the leaps, but he feels too cheesy. Like, it's too easy to use him to get value from him. To the point that I've had a go at a few people on Twitter going, he's just an M1 killer. No, he's not. Shut the fuck up. He has some of, if not the best mobility in the game. He's not just an M1 killer. Hi, for it. How you doing? Like, just because that's the only way you can down someone doesn't make you an M1 killer. Like, he has a power that very much facilitates easy downs. But I was playing Kaneki so I could try and tick that off. And while I was doing that, I was like, oh, I'll just try and get through the killer-only part of the last page of the event tome so that when we play DBD tomorrow, I can just do the rest of the tome to finish it off. So I've done the killer bits now. I've got literally one killer challenge left, and no, 2 left, I think, in the main tome. I've got the multiple downs within 60 seconds or whatever it is, and then the last blight one. But event tome done. In that time though, in those 9 matches, hold on, I think I tweeted it. I think it was within 9 matches, and I think I did a couple afterwards with Nemesis to chill before I went to work. Did I tweet? I'm pretty sure I put more info in the tweet. Yeah, so in 9 matches with Kaneki, I had 2 games where I had to report multiple people for hacking because I caught them doing it with Aura. So in one match, I saw someone teleporting around every time the friend's Aura hit them. And because they kept teleporting around, I couldn't get to them, so they stayed the obsession, so I kept seeing them do it to distance themselves from me. So I have a feeling they also had built-in object, so they could see me, just to know where to move away from. I mean, they know where the hook was, but it's Kaneki, you need to know where he is to be able to effectively move away, because he can come from anywhere. So it wouldn't surprise me if they had some form of 5th perk going on as well. But also found 3 people who, while I had Aura on them from whatever perks I was using, because I was mostly using Aura, because event, no point taking gen-related perks, kept chasing them, and they'd automatically run towards the shack. That's already a bit of a red flag for me at those kind of times a day, because every fucking time, something feels off. And I was right, because I kept getting Aura on them, and I'd see them run around a corner, and when they think they're out of sight, they'll zoom forwards, and as the red stain comes around the corner, and they think I'm about to see them, they'll slow down again. Caught 3 people doing it. So I reported 4 people for hacking in 2 matches, which was fun. I had 8 matches where not a single person besides myself was bringing party streamers or cakes or anything. Most didn't even bring the eyes. Most people were bringing like green and lower, like the, what do they call them? The flower wreath things. The lower blood point offerings. Had more freaking map offerings than I did blood point offerings in those 8 matches. Like, what is wrong with you people? And then had a 4-man Swift who did bring 4 cakes, so we had a 5 stack of cakes. Gave up at 5 gens because they saw Blood Favor proc. Like, I could see, I hit someone, they ran towards a pallet, and they saw the Blood Favor proc, and they turned, looked at me, and DC'd. And then the other 3 DC'd shortly after. Like, I know I'm a freaking ghoul and I've got Blood Favor, and it's a bit annoying to go against, and it's quite repetitive at the minute. However, I literally had that, Dissolution, for when that got cleansed, Bam Bam and Barbecue. I had nothing particularly oppressive. I was just doing my fucking achievement. I was just going to 2-hook and let you farm because we had the blood points going. And you fucking DC'd. They had less than 5k each. I think the top 1 had done a bit of gens and got like 4.5k. Which is at which point I switched to Nemesis. Like, fuck's sake, I want to get this achievement out of the bloody way. So that I don't have to play Kaneki again for a while. And you're not letting me get it done. Because you're all wankers. Like, I have no issue with you obviously playing the match and I don't get them because I'm doing crap. But when you're literally giving up and I just don't have a match to play, that's a different thing entirely. That's a very different thing entirely. I just want to get rid of him so I can go back to playing people I like playing, like Nemesis. The Nemesis matches were fine. Although I did have one of 8, so it's of 8 survivors, I had one try and say that I was trying to exploit with the invisible zombies. Like, I didn't have invisible zombies. I know what triggers it and I didn't have it equipped. You also have to actively whip the zombies yourself to trigger it, and I didn't. Like, someone tried to call me out for exploiting when it didn't happen. Like, I know there's an exploit going on with Nemesis. I didn't use it. Because you have to have 2 specific add-ons, and then you have to whip a zombie yourself. Didn't do it. Yeah, if you have 2 specific add-ons, I'm not going to say which, if you want to know to go test it in a custom or something, you can Google. Quick Google does tell you which ones they are. But 2 specific add-ons equipped, and you whip a zombie yourself, they immediately respawn in the same spot, and they're invisible. Like, they literally respawn the same second, and they're invisible. It's a hilarious fucking bug that's been in the game since Kaneki's release. It came out, it was added to the game in that chapter release. And DBD are ignoring it. There's been 2 patches since, and he's not kill switched. It's something you can actively trigger yourself perfectly every time if you want to do it. But they're ignoring it. Which is a lovely thing. Absolutely smashed through the current tome, 100%'d it before the Blood Moon even came out. I normally do. I normally would have. But DBD's, I'm kind of burnt out on DBD a little bit. No one's surprised by this at this point. But I've mostly been avoiding it off camera. I'll have the odd night where I do play it, but most nights I haven't bothered. I've logged in to get the new daily. And that's it. Clock out again. Log in, get the new daily, spend a few blood points, get my daily login reward, spend the blood points, log out again, and go play something else. Literally not play a single match most nights. But at the least survivors can bring a bound envelopes. I just bring something. Like, I know 500% is already in itself a decent boost. But that's also a good reason to use use anything you've got. Your bound envelopes, your party streamers, any cakes, any anniversary cakes you've got. Absolutely anything. Just bring it. And at the very least, don't bring offerings that are deliberately going to piss someone off and make the match miserable because of it. Like, when I'm solo queuing and I see a fucking survivor bring a map, I instantly want a DC because I have a feeling I know how the killers are going to react. You know? And that happened a few times as well because I was playing Survivor first. I gave up. Which will be fun tomorrow when we stream it. But at least tomorrow I can harass Swiffers to bring cakes. Unless you somehow manage to wrestle a written transfer of captaincy from Hunt before his departure, in the eyes of the law, you're simply acting in his stead with no legal recourse to call upon. There is a chance Hunt and the deserters are still out there. Should we be reunited, your captaincy will indeed be called into question. The crew are unlikely to choose a deserter over me. I'm still here. You say that, knowing how the previous vote went. Loyalty runs deep. Yes, but I've got between now and him potentially coming back to sway people, so that's fine. Loyalty of the crew means everything, and so far the only one who likes me less than beforehand is this twat, and I don't like him, so, you know. Get them on your side, sure, keep them on your side. I have more important matters to deal with than a piece of paper. I'd also like to point out, Mr. Templeton, that we are stuck in the middle of nowhere, with very low chances of survival. If you think I give a rat's ass about the law, you can fuck off. Remember my words, Shaw. I suggest you start with the Stoke brothers. It seems they speak for many of the sailors. I have already befriended the Stoke brothers, so that's fine. At the bow you spot Kurt measuring for any changes in the temperature. Still fast, no signs of any change. He notices you and gives a wave. I doubt we'll be moving anytime soon, Captain. Of course, sometimes you never know with the ice. You should get some rest. I'll let you know if anything changes. See that you get some rest yourself. But we will have to be alert. In my experience, change comes fast. Yeah, I'm mostly bothered because someone said that it might be worth moving from the next week, and it's done by weeks, so... Are we going to be forced to move pretty much immediately, or do I get the choice to stay back a little bit? Because I'd like to stay another week or two just to try and get the bits out of the downstairs. It's getting harder to play. The cold makes the fingers stiff. Have you tried playing closer to the furnace? Not the same. Besides, Hammond would just throw the accordion in. To be fair, I would as well. Accordions are awful. I hate accordions. Evening. Before we took off, Grimley and I stopped into a Greasy Spoon in the city. Was it Weatherspoons? Their sausage and eggs was perfect. Best I've ever had. It was not a Weatherspoons. Now I'm trying to remember its damned name. It left my head. It was likely by the docks. Look around once we return. You'll find it. If it's still there when we return. Who knows when we'll be back? They could have closed down or fired their chef by then. Positivity, bitch. Come on. Next week. Let's see what the fuck happens. Particularly with the fact we've got multiple frozen people. One crew member will be cured of their malnourishment. I didn't know I had anyone who was malnourished. I didn't have anyone who was malnourished. I have one that's demoralized, and 2 that are freezing. They're literally coloured down the bottom. Who the fuck's malnourished? Oh, we've got the penguins. So they both got 1 penguin each. Dogs arrested. Another week on the ice. Ship shan't hold much longer. Okay, so Gloss is still demoralised, so we'll send him for the interview. And they're cured of their freeze. 3 weeks at Temperance Camp.
Hear ye, bitches, for TNTRs is now in session.
Let's just get the solo ones I can get by myself first. Hi Manuke, how you doing? But you do as well? No, you don't. It says they're increasing food or changing. Oh, piss off. It says plus 20. We'll shove those in. You'd be plus 6. What the fuck is the point in hunting for penguins? When the fuck did I get spoiled rations? I didn't pick up any spoiled rations. I refused. Did these spoil because I kept them too long? You fuckers. Can I bin them? Can I actually? Can I? Spoiled rations. Can I not just fuck you off? No? Rude. Just discovered I'd sewn one section on the wrong side, so I had to take that apart. Oh god. I hope that doesn't like add too much time. Jesus. Oh, bunker. Oh, bunker. We're not abandoning ship just yet, but we won't be staying much longer. So I don't remember there being much in there worth grabbing. That I didn't grab last time. Let's check in here. I'm going to guess it's going to be the same thing. 4 items that we can grab 2. Have time to grab 2. Yes. Okay, so we have research. Plus 10 morale. Plus 10 story items. Every 10 research brought home will be proof of success to your employer. Camp upgrade reduces the... something required by 1 for medical comforts at the med bay. Oh, the number of scientists needed. More lemons. Or instantly cures all assigned at the med bay. I think research on the insta cures. Same thing. So we have 40 and 40 fuel. Reduce the dogs required by 1 on locations, or increase freeze cured by 1 when raising the heat. Let's do that. Wait, so if I raise the heat now, does that cure 2 instead of 1? No, it's just cures a random 1. It does! Okay, so we did 1, it cured 1, and then the thing cured the other person. So everyone's fine. Red room, I need to send... Where is he? Send you, because you're demoralised. That should help with that. Was I bothered about any of the other stuff? I don't think I was. Like, I'm not. The extra coal would be nice. Oh, yeah, we'll grab the extra coal. Is it this one that had the... I already forgot. Yeah, it was the engineer's hold, wasn't it? Yes, give me the coal. And seeing as we get 2 from the hello? Child, I'm going to make you freeze. Sorry. Your choices here include camp upgrades that permanently aid during the expedition. Okay, so they are permanent when we leave. Technically, I don't have because I've already got them all. Sure. And then... No, not feed the furnace. I want to do that because that'll unfreeze those 2 people. So we'll leave these 2 rooms for the next week. Then I think that's probably going to be the last week we can risk not going to get, not leaving the boat. I have requests. Meeting? Ugh. I suppose I should do that before I assign people to go on the dogs thing, just because I need to know what's going on. Templeton, Kurt, Cordell, and Hammond stand inside, the beginnings of a meeting. Well, Captain, it's been 3 weeks. Kurt tells me there's still no change in the ice. None, and best as I can estimate, what change we will see won't free the ship. I predict the Temperance is more likely to be crushed under the pressure of the ice. And how long will that take? A few weeks at most. Unfortunately, we may need to look at alternatives rather than waiting for the ice to break up. Such as? Leaving the Temperance and making camp on the ice is something we will have to consider. Aye, the longer we stay on this ship, the more fuel we're having to burn. Not to mention risking another boiler incident. Yes, that matter almost costs lives. Heating a smaller camp burns through much less oil. And without enough fuel to survive a winter, we're dead. Don't think I need to tell you that. I would not be quite so quick to pack up and move out just yet. And why is that? The ship is shelter. The ship is safety. Currently there are quite a few hunting opportunities presented to us. We will still need to gather more food if we are to survive, and the ship provides a safe area to hunt from. Why is my door being knocked? I don't have any posts coming today. I don't think. Yeah, they haven't knocked again. I'm guessing they'll leave it. Ads are due to run in like 2 minutes, so I'll do this bit and then I'll go see what the knocking on the door was. Most of the crew aren't ready to give up either. They're stubborn, just as any good crew should be. I would rather not play into stubbornness when lives are on the line. He has a point. Crew thinks we gave up early, though. If the crew thinks we gave up early, they'll resent the captain for it. Though we now have a serious bloody flooding problem. We do? Aye, you might not have noticed. Wow, I really can't read today, Jesus. You might have noticed if you left your damn forecastle. It is safer to take the time to gather what we need before we leave rather than raid the ship once we make ice. The answer lies with the captain. Should we move off ship this week? No, we'll do at least 1 more week. Not yet, we'll remain on the ship for now. Wait, who are you? This guy. Lost a bit of loyalty with them. Very well. Ow. When we remain? Fucking hell. Words, Jesus. When we remove the boiler from the furnace, this is when we make our move. When you feel we're ready to go, just go to the boiler room and give the order. Ads are coming in like 30 seconds, so... Fucking hell, there's loads. I'm going to run the ads now, and I'm going to go check what the knocking on the door was. I'll be back in a minute, I won't be long. Ads are coming in for anyone not subbed or turboed. Jesus. Right, where were we? Oh, Jord has lost at least one more killer. Because he's now on Pig. Pretty sure he was on Ghostface before. Oh, the list of killers that Danny's updating seems a lot longer than it should be at this point. What the fuck? Lost Ghoul, Demo, Knight, Onryo, Blight, Plague, Hag, Artist, Xenomorph, Cenobite, Ghostface, Nurse, and Deathslinger. He was on Ghostface earlier. Has he lost Nurse and Slinger today? Is anyone like double fisting and watching him as well? Because what the fuck? How would you lose Nurse so quick if that's the case? Thank you for the hydrate. Also, the knocking on the door was an Amazon delivery, which meant messaging Tom because he bought something for me through Amazon like months ago, but forgot to put it back to his own name after. So he's had about 5 deliveries since that are all in my name. So I'm going to open them most of the time because I genuinely forget when I order things. So I'm opening them going, what the fuck? When did I order that? It's not. Tom ordered it. In this case, it was for me. He's bought me some Pokemon socks. So I've got yellow socks with Pikachu, orange ones with Charmander, and like pinky brown ones with Eevee on. Good lord. Clearly he knows he's been irritating me recently, because he only ever buys me things when he knows he's irritating me. Right. Captain, we tried to use the radios to pick up any signals every evening for the past week. Nothing, I take it? Afraid not. As we expected. I have to say though, I expected a worse reaction from the sailors. I suppose there's a relief in trying a method and knowing it to be unsuccessful. Sure. Now they can move on to the next venture with little reservation. They are a resourceful people, I must say. Well, I suppose anything that puts the crew's mind at ease is worth doing. Thank you, Mr. Glossley. So it wasn't a waste of time. Captain, my dogs appear to be struggling in the on-deck kennels. They require a more secure form of shelter from the environment. Dogloos, I believe they are called. See, I know logically that he means igloos for dogs, but my brain went to toilets. They need toilets. Yes, I will require some hands to work on constructing them. It is for the health and safety of the pack. Sure. I'll put some of the crew to work on it. Thank you, we must focus on keeping the dogs safe. Without them, the crew stands little chance of safety themselves. Mast was damaged when the ship was being tossed a while back, Captain. Best get someone to fix it before the Temperance is freed. Freed? Aye, ship could come loose any moment. Heading up to repair the mast is a dangerous task. We don't even know if the ship will sail if the ice clears. Would be worth it though. Someone could get injured, I'd rather avoid that. Suit yourself then. I mean, I suppose that kind of brought him back a little bit. It's not the worst reaction there. I was summoned by Mr. Templeton. Yes, Mr. Isaac. This is regarding your personal item. What do you mean? I felt it pertinent to let the captain know that you're carrying a weapon. Excuse me? Perhaps this is my unfamiliarity with expeditions, but I was surprised others did not bring an item to protect themselves. Many of the crew cannot afford such an item to themselves. Captain, it is up to you on what to do with this revolver. With all due respect, this is my personal item, Captain. It is the captain's right to requisition any weapons on the ship, that includes your own. I mean, logically, I kind of want to take it so that we can use it for things, or give it to Cordell for the hunt, but I want people to like me, so you can keep it. You are free to hold on to it, Mr. Zack. Be careful. Fuck you, miserable twat over here. I will, Captain. I will take the utmost care with it. We will do well to avoid creating an imbalance of power among the crew. You'd do well to shut the fuck up. This is the kind of person that I fucking loathe in these kind of like TV shows, books, films, games, anything of these kind of ilk where everything's gone to shit, trying to survive in the wilderness, all that kind of stuff. Still trying to live based on things that you would do in civilized society. We're not in civilized society. We are in the butt-fuck end of fucking nowhere, freezing our tits off trying to survive. You can't think in the same way that you would back home. You're just going to get yourself killed. I doubt the sailors would take too kindly to such a thing. I doubt the sailors would give a fuck that somebody has a gun on them that isn't being stored with the rest of the guns, so if anything does happen, there's an extra gun on hand if needed. Like, shut up. Sure, there's a rumour going around amongst the crew. They're saying the ship is haunted by the ghost of Captain Hunt. What ridiculous tripe. I thought you'd want to put a stop to it. I'd best be on the lookout for Hunt's ghost then. He hated that, I don't care. Watch yourself, Shaw. Oh, shut up. It's just a story, ghosts ain't real. Polar bear's trying to murder us in our sleep. Possibly going to happen. If you're worrying about ghosts, that's your own problem. Yeah, we're doing at least one more week in this area, and then we'll, wait, what the fuck was... Hello? Build the dog loose. Okay. Scouts and strongman. Cordell shows the crew how to assemble the snowy shelters, which we may not even be using once we leave the ship, but makes her happy. Hold on, let me send people out and then we'll call people for dinner. Let's go scout over here. Ooh, seals. Mr. Zack, Mrs. Gloss, and Tashi are marked down for a hunt for the week. The crew have their meal. Crew return to their post, hammers on fills, blah blah blah, same shit as always. Hello? And I swear when that hook came swinging, Captain Hunt had to pull me down. This was 5-6 years ago? I had no clue what I was doing. Both of us nearly lost an eye that day. Same expedition that Ward lost his arm. Half the time I don't think Hunt knew what he was doing either. He was quite the interesting man. Aye, he is. Did you need something? I heard stories about Hunt and I was curious. I'd like to know more about the man. Didn't get your fill while he was here, eh? Worried about the vote, aren't you? Oh, is that it, Shaw? I'm curious why you voted the way you did. You mean why we voted for Captain Hunt? Should be obvious. He's our captain. Let's leave it at that, Grimly. Nice of you to check in, Shaw, but I think it's time the crew called it a night. Grimly walks off. Is there an issue I'm not aware of? A word to the wise. I have nothing against you, but we sure don't know you either. It's going to take more than simple pleasantries to earn Grimly's trust. Miss the water. Got used to playing on a rocking ship. Start to feel sick when I'm off for too long. I miss it myself, the sense of constant movement, nothing else like it. Ah, you get it. Don't like stillness. I like feeling like I'm going somewhere. Good for you, I don't. Right, next week. At the end of which we will leave the boat. We got 4 crab-eater seals. Another week on the ice, naked in the wind. What a description. Mr. Gloss raised their spirits, is no longer demoralised. Thank God for that. I feel like this is probably the week to leave the boat, though. Question is, do we leave the boat first, or do we assign people to things and then leave the boat? I don't know. Captain, thank you for building some proper shelter for the dogs. I appreciate the assistance from the crew. Well, the dogs are an important factor in the expedition. I'm certain you and your kennel will repay us in kind. You need not worry about that, Mr. Templeton. Again, thank you. Captain, I would find it wise to have a word with the journalist among our crew. For whatever reason, Hunt allowed for a photographer with no sailing experience to tail alongside the expedition. As it stands, Cassia Belford's record is what will stand the test of time when this expedition is spoken of. And it would seem she has not made allies of the crew. She doesn't seem the type to make enemies. Not with purpose or malice, Captain. The sailors of this crew are a private lot. They don't take kindly to the prying eyes of a landlubber, as they would say. Remember, she controls the story. She controls your story. Best to have a word. I really don't like this man. Reputation can be fragile. You do not need an... You do need... words, fuck me. You do not need an unflattering image at a time like this. How about I go take that other guy's gun and just shoot you in the fucking head, you prick? Ah, fucking hell. What is it this time, Tucker? These bloody SIGs aren't worth the shit I stepped in. What shit did you step in out here? Who's shit on the floor? I mean, I guess the dogs maybe, but who's shit on the floor? Literally, you're the only man I know who can step in shit on the ice, mate. Bloody right. Fuck's sake. Do I have any fish? How do I get fish to feed the dogs? How do I get fish to feed the dogs? I want to feed the dogs. Oh, hello. Gather research papers and journals. Yes, please. We can take them with us. They take to emptying drawers and boxes of all the valuable research they can find. Can I send anyone else to do it? I can. I can't. It has to be fucking scientists. Well, fuck you. I only have 3. We stock up first, just especially if any food is spoiled. Yep, 6 spoiled rations now. Oh, no, I got some from the rooms downstairs, didn't I? How does a seal give us the same amount of food as a fucking penguin? Right, hold on. I need to get some... I think we'll spend the day restocking. And then we'll leave the ship. No worries. Enjoy your food. Hope you're having something nice. Feed the oosh pot. Wait, where's the... Oh, all of the food is now spoiled. Yeah, fuck it, we're leaving. We're leaving. This is the time to go. Oh. When was the last time you slept, Chief? I got a good couple of hours in a while back. A couple? You're gonna work yourself to death before we even make land. Heard that before. But it hasn't bloody happened yet. Back to work. Furnace is torn from the boiler. We're heading out then. Let's tell the lads. We're moving out? Yes, Captain's orders. For now we should focus on setting up a campsite on the ice. Leave the equipment hauling for later? No worries, I'll get to work. We'll have a camp set up before you know it. Can we take the ship apart for fuel? Like, it's wood. Can we just strip it? You taking that with you? Aye. Can't go a day without it, can you? Has he taken the fucking accordion? Oi, the crew like the music. Yes, he's taken the accordion. Fair enough. You better get to hauling the lifeboats next. They're a bit more important than an accordion. Aye, I know. Calm, Stanbury. We're simply moving to the ice. Yes, yes, it's all very exciting. If the rest of you behave yourselves, you'll be treated to an extra helping of soup. Well, there we have it. Heart of the ship ripped clean from her chest, but she still beats for the crew. How long were you waiting on that one? Well, because it was shite. No time for poetry. Captain, let's get this bloody furnace set up on the ice. Okay. So it was good to make the dog lose. How many fucking people did we have? Why do we need so many tents? What are you doing up there? Now's the last chance to get a shot like this. Isn't that dangerous? Don't worry, I've done it before. Don't tell the captain. I can see you, bitch. Captain, I hope your new lodgings are to your comfort. I mean, they'll do. If not, I'm afraid you'll have to power through until rescue. We say goodbye to the Temperance, but our work is far from over. And what is our next order of business? You've done well to already strip the lower decks of the ship. Perhaps the wildlife should be our next focus. Regardless, we need our wits about us. We stand alone against the ice now. Remember, Shaw, reputation can be oh, fuck off, that's the same thing. The request tent. Okay, so that's where we do that. We can still get back onto the ship to get stuff. At least to some degree. Strip for timber. There we go. We can still go and get the rest of this stuff. The red room is now flooded. Okay, so we have the medical tent there, and Kasha is also there. Kennel's over here. Map there. Bush pot, furnace. Okay. Well, I know it causes malnutrition, but let's get rid of this. We'll get rid of the spoiling food. To the point I'm even going to go in excess, so it gets it out of my fucking inventory. Lots of malnourished, but it's fine, because I'll get fixed per turn. Furnace, feed the furnace. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you all get off the screen so I can do stuff? Why is some dark... Oh, before I've been... They've done something, haven't they? Coal. Let's go get the hunting in. So how does this work? 15 of 20. Is that from scouting or is that from hunting? I don't really know. Oh, we'll send you this way. Research the formation of under ice melt pools. I can't because they've all been used. I need hunt spots. Scientists are busy. Already been used. I can't send anyone else, can I? Nope. Only being able to send specific people to most places is kind of annoying. I have 8 people that aren't doing anything. Oh, my old cabin. Why would I need to re-enter my old cabin if there's nothing in it? Okay, pantry's been stripped. Don't need to pump. We could send them to strip those. Oh. Oh, we can still do this. Get the bits that I missed. Once per week, feed the hoosh to gain 3 food each. Oh, I should have got this first. God damn it, I should have got that first before I fed the hoosh pot. Oh, well. What do I have left in here? Some big scurvy items and reduced med base shit. Oh, we can still grab Hill. Oh, we're not doing anything else, we may as well. Boiler room is now flooded with freezing water. Lovely. We'll grab a load of timber. And I would also like you... Oh, fuck, I just used them for this, for the thing, didn't I? Bollocks! I should have kept one for this, to unfreeze the people. Well, we've got a lot of people that are not doing well. Whoops. Fine, it's our first evening of not being on the ship. It makes sense for everyone to be screwed over. The crew returns to their posts, despite the time it's still bright light outside. Yeah. Every fucking day. As you pass by, you see Kasha adjusting her camera as she stands, partially obscured as she finds the right angle for shots. As you step to her side, she raises her head and looks at you. Do you ever stop taking pictures? It is the reason I'm here. Not much point if I don't chronicle everything. I didn't win the Fentler Prize through inaction. I'm certain you could get some good stories from Kurt. Kasha's eyes widen as she looks to you. Yes, I suppose so. I suppose? Where the fuck did I read that? I'm sure he has plenty to spare. For now, though, I think I'm better off in the background taking pictures, from a distance. Intimidated? Of course not. Why would I be intimidated? Is it that obvious? It's simply that I followed Kurt's expeditions a lot as a child, so seeing him in person is odd. Is he shorter than you expected? Kasha let out a small laugh. He's taller, actually. It's more that up until now he's been an idea. Does that make any sense? It's just another person like you or I. I suppose so. Well, I'll leave you be. I'm still looking for the right shot. Oh. That photographer, Belford? What about her? Did she come snooping around your tent as well? Aye, I caught her prying a couple times. I can guess she found nothing on you. No, she did not. We could all learn something from you, Tashi. What an interesting way of saying things. You get your photo snapped by that photographer too? Aye. She's a landlubber for sure. Treating us like we're some novelty. I don't have much problem with it. Good conversation, at least. I'd rather less good conversation out here. Honestly, I'd want to be left the fuck alone as well in this kind of place. And there I was, face to face with a leopard seal. Dangerous creatures, cannot be mistaken for your average seal. Natural hunters, much faster on land than you'd expect. How'd you deal with that then? I was lucky I had my hunting shotgun at the ready. We were feasting on leopard seal that night. Of course, of all the times the crew weren't filming... pull the other one. It's true. This other time, Kurt continues to ramble on. It seems he will be at this for a while. Jesus. A crew member approaches you during dinner. Captain, you look like you could use some more to eat. Taking up the responsibility of captain is as admirable as it is unenviable. Please help yourself to some of my own rations. Frankly, I'm stuffed. Thank you, but there's no need. Oh well, the offer's always there. The Auric returns to their seated position as others in the crew look at them with annoyed expressions. It would appear that their attempts at gratifying command was unsuccessful. You ever get the feeling you're being watched, Shaw? Couldn't shake the feeling there was a pair of eyes on me while I was working there. That's because it was probably Kasha. The isolation might be getting to you, Hammond. Aye, probably. All the more reason to get off this bloody block. Block of what? You ever have pancakes, Shaw? Served some for Captain Hunt once and he started demanding them every time. Can only have them early into a trip though, ingredients don't keep that long. Hunt was fond of your cooking, wasn't he? He hired me, it'd be odd if he wasn't. He didn't take me on as a charity, sure, Hunt's not the type for that. I don't know, because he kind of hired me with zero information on me at all. Like, I had no credentials, no experience. And he hired me as his second in command. Welcome back, what food did you make? Hope it's something nice. I don't know that I can't quite see these dots from a distance, because I'm going to miss conversations because of that. Been trying to come up with a new song, something about seals, I'm thinking. Hard to think though, winds are too distracting. Well, I haven't had a new song in a while. Keep it light, I'm sure the crew would appreciate something jovial. Aye, that's the plan. Harder to think jovial out here. Evening, Shaw. I've been thinking about our pay once we return to land lately. Don't mistake me for the avaricious sort, but I do have expenses to pay. Before we departed, I received a letter from one of my daughters, asking to cover the cost of her stage school. It would be a shame to promise a luxury only to retract it, don't you think? Wasn't aware you had a daughter, Kurt. 2, in fact. Both with the first wife. Sorry. I want info. Just some pepperoni pizza pockets, only wanted something small to snack on. Ugh. Haven't had, like, actual, like, decent edible pizza pockets in so long. Tom brought some Ninja ones, as in, like, the brand that makes all of the kitchen appliances. They've started doing their own food for, like, air fryer meals. Had a couple of their pizza pockets yesterday. They are disgusting. The dough is, like, rock fucking solid, and it's really freaking floury. Like, every mouthful is more flour than anything else. Really not nice. Like, if you see them, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, because the filling wasn't that great either to balance it. They just were not great. Got the Goodfellas ones. I do like Goodfellas. What did I just see in my emails? I love how Chaos Cards are messaging me to go, don't forget to sign up for information about when Destin Rivals products will be restocked. Like, how about you just auto-sign me up? Just tell me when there's new stock available. The only reason I use Chaos Cards is because the last time for the Prismatic, signed up for emails for info on restocks, and instead of just an email going, oh, by the way, we've got some more in stock, grab them quick, it was literally a, we have reserved a Prismatic ETB for you if you order within the next 24 hours, after which it is open for anyone to order. I really like that. It's the only reason that I got a Prismatic ETB after a while, because couldn't fucking get them anywhere. Hoping they'll do the same with Destin Rivals. Good evening, Captain. Will this take long? The dogs are fed and rested, however, I dislike leaving them alone. Do you dislike leaving the dogs, or do you dislike joining the crew? I hold no dislike for your crew, Shaw. I simply have no interest in their personal affairs. They are people, they seek their survival, that's all I need to know. So do dogs, bitch. Like, that's pretty much a basic living thing. We all do it. Still yet to buy an ETB. They're good for storage, like the boxes are great for storage. That's the main reason I've got them. I've got, what, 6, 7, 8 boxes? 8 boxes, I think. Although I can probably get rid of 2. Whittle them down to 6. They're good for storage. Plus you get the promos and whatnot. I'm pretty sure one of my top 5 most valuable cards is still one of the promos from the ETBs. Captain, if you find yourselves stricken with boredom, I do have a book I would recommend. A textbook on different classes of wildflowers. The topic is more interesting than it may seem, I assure you. This is a topic that fascinates you? Well, it is my area of expertise. Your area of expertise is plants. I vaguely remember us talking about that before we left. But you came on this expedition, why then? Just genuine curiosity. Right, and then we end the night with, what, 8 people malnourished and 2 people frozen. Whoops. 1 will be cured of freezing and 1 will be cured of malnourishment. Can I up the food? I can, but it would waste a lot of food. I could get rid of both freezing. The annoying thing is I'm pretty sure these 2 here are freezing. This one's blue. I can see that. But this one, because it's between this blue and this green, depending on which side of it I look, if I look here, this is blue. If I look here, this is green. I hate that so much. I'm pretty sure there was 2 frozen. It's fine, we've got a few things that can heal scurvy. Frostbite could be a problem though. Whoops. How many things do we have to cure scurvy? I want to say I've got at least 5. Granted, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, only 8 people were malnourished. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Lefty is both frostbitten and has scurvy. Lefty is fucked. Lefty is also the one who was the one who got hit by the explosion of the boiler as well, and was in hospital to recover from steam burns. Octopus! I am not going to start eating legs. Hi Vec, how you doing? How many things do I have to cure scurvy? I know I have some. I don't know how to use them, but I have some. It was the lemons, wasn't it? I have 8. It's fine. I just need to throw them in the hoosh pot, apparently. Hey, fixed of scurvy, although I only have shitty rations still. There we go. Scurvy at the very least is now sorted. How do I get rid of frostbite though? Like, I'm assuming I have to leave them in with the dock, but... yeah. After they're assigned to the med bay, they will be cured of all status effects by the end of the week. Sure. So, assumedly, I can just do that, and then they're done, and I'll get them back next week. Hello? Oh, I'm guessing the ship is sinking. Yep. Well, I did not get the rest of the lumber that we could harvest from it. Oh well. She's gone. Oh, don't fucking start, you bitches. Well, we can fix demoralization of one of them. Let's fix yours. Right, requests. Captain, take a look at this. Before the ship sank, I was checking the cabins of, well, the missing crew. Seems they left behind a good amount of their belongings, a good few books and the like. Not much use for them now. I put them at the top of the list to burn for fuel. We can't do that. Yes, we can. We are in need of as much fuel as we can find, Belford. You will need good reason to preserve them. These aren't simply novels the missing crew brought with them for leisure. They left their journals behind, their diaries, logs of their life on the ship and before. This can't be burned. Captain, I request that I hold on to these journals for use in my report. I think the rest of the crew would appreciate their stories being preserved. I suppose to say the sailors would not take kindly to burning the remnants of their lost colleagues. Aye, but what else do we have? Not much else we can burn, is there? We're okay for now. I might regret it later, but we're okay on fuel for now. I won't be necessary, Kasha. Keep the books for your report. Better find something better to burn, Captain. We can't hold on to bloody well everything. Oh, shut up. Thank you, Captain. I'll ensure their story is told. Won't be able to do that if we freeze to death. I mean, he's got a point. But shut up. Sure, I don't suppose you've been keeping track of the days. I have a general sense. Well, you'll be pleased to know that today is Imbolg. I don't know what that is. I'm not aware of such an occasion. Not surprised you wouldn't recognise it. To us, it's a major holiday. Don't expect us to ask for the day off. No, Imbolg of 10 comes with a traditional feast. I thought it might be good to hold on for the sailors' sake. It's a nice idea, but we cannot spare the rations. I thought that'd be the case. He is now loyal to me again. Sure, whatever. Oh well, was worth asking. And again? Sure, I was investigating the tin foods we picked up from the Temperance. I should have expected this, but the tins were spoiled in the flooding. Yeah. Is it still edible? Are you serious? We cannot afford to be too selective. It may not be pleasant, but if it can be eaten without poisoning the crew, it may still serve as rations. Hard to tell for certain there. Well, it's certain to taste like death, but it may still be edible. The may in that sentence is not so comforting. Food is food, but I'm not sure it's worth the risk. What do you think? Not worth the risk. I suppose we're better off avoiding that. One tin of peaches likely isn't worth the risk of poisoning. I say when I fully gave 8 people malnourishment that evolved into scurvy, literally last week. Not the point. Do you have any experience with cameras? No, but they can't be too complicated. Why, did you go and break yours? No, but I was wondering that if something did happen, you would at least have some parts to fix it with. Aye, I should. Question is, if I want to waste good parts on a bloody camera. Spare parts, you're hardly going to be wasting them. What more could some spare scrap be used for? You have no idea. Traps. Speaking of, let's send people out. Research a pressure ridge, sure. With the one demoralized researcher that I have. I need somewhere to hunt, but I can't hunt. There? My only scout? Yay, somewhere I can hunt for fish. We have one person unassigned, but I don't think I have anything I need doing currently. Yeah, sending a demoralised researcher to a ridge alone. What could go wrong? It's fine. They're not going to jump. And if they do... oh well. One less person to feed. The crew have their meal. Well, to Imbolg. Not quite the same with leftovers. Sorry I can't serve up more, sure wouldn't have it. Don't worry about the food, Junior, it's not about that. We get to celebrate it, that's what matters. Sure. Don't get bitchy, I didn't have the food to spare. Good to see you don't hide away from the crew in the evenings, sure. You didn't seem the type when I first saw you. Call it a pleasant surprise. I'd like to know more about my crew. Your crew. Suppose it's best for you to get comfortable. Okay, you could have given me info then, you prick. Evening, Captain. Have you been reading that textbook? I understand if you do not have the free time. You're right, I haven't found the time yet. A shame, though perhaps a lack of free time should be seen as a positive. Productivity will stave off the boredom more so than luxury. Speak for your damn self. One of Templeton's team tried to talk to me while I was working. They were going on and on about their spouse or something. Ended up telling them to fuck off. Think they got the message. You have full permission to do so any time your work is interrupted. Didn't need permission. Well, I knew you'd understand. Honestly, that's me. Wait, why do we have enter the kennels or dogs? Why are the dogs outside? At the kennels, you spot a pair of dogs engaged in an aggressive conflict. Teeth bared and snarling, the two creatures snap at each other. Cordell is nowhere to be seen, but the kennel master's whip has been left aside, resting atop a crate. As you look on, the fight begins to intensify. I mean, they could just be play fighting. Like, I've seen dogs play fighting and it looks aggressive as fuck. That doesn't mean it necessarily is. Fuck it. With Cordell out of sight, you elect to break up the fighting amongst the dogs yourselves. You take the whip from atop the crate and turn your attention to the two sparring animals. As you raise the whip, readying it to crack, a voice from behind interrupts you. Ah, shut the fuck up. What do you think you're doing? Put that silly thing down. The whip is only for matters of life and death. Neither of them is going for the throat. These boisterous displays are common among the pack. I would like to point out that that description did not tell me whether they were going for the throat or not. So, still the better option. Simple feed and they'll stop. Takes the whip from your hand and places it back atop the crate. If you see something that concerns my pack, inform me before you decide to do something foolish. Well, it literally told me you were nowhere to be seen, so fetching you could have been the fucking matter of losing some of the dogs. So no. Actively no. It's rather morbid, sure, but our last conversation had me wondering about those children of mine. Specifically, I wondered on whether I'd ever see them again. It's not something you should imagine, I know, but that threat always exists on these expeditions. I signed on knowing that. They must be proud to have a famed explorer for a father. You would think. A famed man makes for a busy man, and a busy man makes for an absent man. There are only so many gifts you can send from across the sea. Well, that's a lie. There's endless amounts of gifts you can send from across the sea. He stares at you before nodding to his sleeping bag. Sorry? Sorry, is that an invitation? Because if it is, how do I take you up on it? I want to say that's all I can do for today, other than possibly put some food in. So many spoiled rations, Jesus. Motherfucking freezing bastards! Ugh. Okay, so I need to put the heating up to cure them of their freezing. I need to remoralize one of those two. What's the plan? Wait till summer and swim? Maybe. I don't fucking know. We're supposedly waiting for a rescue, but no one's actually confirmed whether a rescue is 100% happening. You. Raise the heat, please. There we go. Stick one in for remoralization. You, because we're more likely to need you back on your feet. I tried to separate my developing equipment from your tools as best as I could while setting up. We wouldn't want for any of them to be mixed up, would we? It's quite alright. I hope my work doesn't distract you from your own. We'll just have to make do. I suppose if tent space is the chief of our worries, we should consider ourselves lucky, right? I suppose so. Do you prefer to go by Dr. Nutley or just Nutley? Well, I still think of Nutley as my father's name, mainly. I see. Perhaps you prefer Arthur, then? Arthur is also my father's name. How unfortunate. For now, I'll stick with Doctor. Is that okay? Of course. Your father named you after himself. What a vain piece of shit. Captain, we have had our share during the hunting season, but that appears to be winding down. You think? I wouldn't put my faith in there being an abundance of game in the coming weeks. There better be, because I've got no fucking food left. There's gotta be something. Wait, didn't I get fish? Can I put the fish in the hoosh pot? Fish. Causes malnutrition. Why? Hard to stomach, but food nonetheless. Better to be burned or fed to the dogs. Motherfucking. No, we'll do that to cure the demoralization of the other person. We'll get some booze out. But we desperately need to find some food. Well, it seems that the crew are adapting nicely. They're getting on with their jobs like clockwork. Feels like we're back on the open ocean again. They know we're in for the long haul. Well, I'll see to it that they're keeping up the good work. And you see to it that they're entertained when the work is done. You're short on words, aren't you? Prefer to talk through your music, eh? A sailor with the heart of a poet. Sure. You see Hammond working hard at work. What? Hard at work on the boiler. Is there a problem? No, force of habit. Don't need me asleep at the post. You need something, Captain? No, just checking in. You don't need to. If there's any problems, you'll know. I know what I'm doing, if that's what you're wondering. If you don't need anything, I'm going to get back to work. Sure. Let's do some requests, shall we? Who wants what? The dog? Sorry, the dog came in by themselves? Sure, got a matter we need to settle with you. I don't see the problem here. Tucker was going through his personal belongings on the ship and we found this. A tin of treats. Biscuits, confectionaries, quite a lot. Ah, no, I was hardly hiding them away. They're just my own private selection, a gift from my grandmother before the expedition, baked them herself. I understand you see these as your personal effects, and that was true at a point, but as it stands, food is food and we need all we can. You cannot reasonably hoard it to yourself. They're hardly filling, they're just biscuits. They're filling enough. Now's not the time to keep something like that to yourself. Hold on to them, but don't waste them. We could use them in a pinch. Of course, but thank you. Somehow I imagine that would be like a +6 to the hoosh pot, so I don't think it'd be worth it. What does the dog want? Should you not be with your master dog? Please do not bother the captain. Apologies, Shaw. No doubt Stanbury smelled the scent of the latest catch on you. The latest catch? Some fish was added to the stores, I take it. Stanbury has quite the taste for it. Are you suggesting we feed it to the dogs? If you wish. I assure you they have enough to eat, though. I'm certain the pack would enjoy that, but we cannot allow them to grow spoiled. Come, Stanbury. Odd creatures. Her or the dog? Because her, yes, she is a bit odd. However, we do have fish that is apparently not suitable for food, so... Oh, it's to replenish the dogs. So you send the dogs out, use the fish to get them back, and then send people out again if you have enough people to send out. Sure. So when can I do anything with... Fuck's sake. Zoom is really awkward on this. Oh! We can hunt the migrating Adderley penguins. Go on then. Have enough for any of the others? I could also do the seals. Don't have enough of those. Don't have enough of those. I mean, I do need to get food, so yeah, go on then. Let's do the same. Send 1 scout. And 3 peoples. Hello? What happened there? Hello? Game, can you behave? Okay, seriously, what the fuck are you doing? Something's bugging out here. No, I still can't click confirm orders. Hold on. I think it's a UI issue. I think something else is overlapping. No, it's just being a dick. Can't send other people, and I shouldn't need to send more than 3. It says 1, 2, 3. Mad dogs, that's why. Fish! Quick, fish! Motherfuckers. Give me a moment. Right, there we go. +2 available dogs. Okay. Let's do that again. Bullshit. And I still have a scout. So where do I want to scout? Let's scout. Oh, fucking no. There. Everybody else is busy, but we can get a load of fish. Oh. Right. Food time that we're almost out of, but food time. Worked with a lot of captains in my time. Half of them don't know their arse from their elbows. What worked? You're different from most of them. What worked? Better or worse? Different. We'll see, won't we? What's that? One of the doctor's books. Since when could you read? It's got pictures, Dad. Interested in medicine, are you? A little. Better work than this, anyway. I'm going to call it a night. See you for breakfast. Sure, what a riveting conversation. Reading, Mr. Templeton? Yes, so it's difficult to find light. Do those your age still read? Or has intellectualism passed us by? Well, I haven't read Chilling Horror like yourself. Is that a collection, Mr. Templeton? It is a good read nonetheless. Some of the conversations feel like they're missing bits. Barely any taste of these fucking cigs. You mentioned before, what brand are they anyway? Apperton. Same group who tin those peaches. Yeah, they're shite. At least there's plenty of it. Would rather there wasn't. You'd rather be craving at a time like this? Suppose not, there's just... I don't know, what do they know about tobacco? Fair point. But do they make good tin peaches? That's the other question. Also, ads are due in like a minute or so I'm going to do these quickly and then we'll wait for the ads to finish. Before we carry on. Building next to my kennels would often... I hate the... So, because of where the F flicks over, there's a big gap there, so I keep reading it as of 10. Not often. The building next to my kennels would often play music on a phonograph. I would hear it through the open window. For months on end, I would hear it as I worked. Over time, I'd grown used to it. Do you miss it? To an extent. More so, I miss the routine. Got it. The tism's at work. He stares at you before nodding in his sleeping bag. What? You're not married, are you sure? Take it from me, if you ever do find yourself wedded, it's never as easy as it looks. Leave the melancholy behind, Kurt. We're only as good as the unhappiest man. You're right. I suppose I should follow my own advice. Sure. Ads are starting briefly. For anyone who's not subbed or turboed, I will wait until they've finished before I carry on. Because I could do with a catch-up on Twitter and such like anyway. Firstly... Oh, Jordan's at least lost one more killer because he's now on Trickster. Oh shit, so yeah, so... Danny's adding them in order. So today, he started with Ghostface and he's lost Ghostface, Nurse, Slinger, Pig, and Skull Merchant, and he's now on Trickster. Got a very quick wave of losing killers. I bet he regrets wanting to fucking drop Plague for no reason. Considering Plague carried him through Silver. Although he's currently at Gold 2, so he's not doing badly in terms of pips. But he is rapidly running out of killers today. Oh, it is Alien Day sale on Steam. So if anyone's missing any Alien games and you wanted to grab them on Steam, they are currently very cheap. For example, Alien Isolation is 80% off. Alien Dark Descent is 60% off. Alien Rogue Incursions 50% off. Alien vs Predators 80% off. Fireteam Elite's 80% off. The Alien Isolation Collection with all the DLC is 77% off. Colonial Marines is 80% off. I'm sorry, but Colonial Marines should be 99% off to be worth it. In any way, shape or form. Egg for Dehydrate. Can't believe he's lost that many. I can with some of them. Hang on, which ones did he lose? So, the ones he's lost today. Ghostface is very situational in terms of whether you get good value out of him or not. Nurse, I don't think George's the best with Nurse. He doesn't play a lot of Nurse, so I've seen him play Nurse well, but I don't think it's a regular killer for him, so I didn't see the match that he lost them in, but I would imagine it was just he didn't have a good time in that match. Slinger. I'm surprised Slinger went quick, because Slinger's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure I've seen him do pretty well with Slinger. Pig, I'm surprised, has gone, because he's decent with Pig. Skull Merchant, not surprised, though. Like, Skull Merchant, the only real value she's got at the minute is survivors who just give up or don't know how to play against her. She herself is not very good. And I'm pretty sure he's losing Trickster in this match as well. Because gate is open. One person dead, one person on hook, 2 people healed. And unless they run in and fuck up, he ain't getting a 3k, I don't think. Oh, never mind. I see someone running in. I don't think he saw them running because he's looking at the one person, but someone ran past him, yet. Never mind. Daggers are plenty. And he had main event. Hi, Beal. How you doing? Sorry, I'm just watching. See if Jord loses Trickster. He might get the 3k. Damn. Okay, he might not get the 3k because the ace didn't leave. Sorry, I really want to know if he loses Trickster in this match. I don't think he should have picked Ace up there, because he's probably going to lose the other 2 in the process of getting Ace to a hook. Because that hook's close to the gate. I'm not listening to the stream, I might add, so I won't hear if he's saying anything. I mean, he's currently got 1 dead, 1 on the floor because he couldn't get him to a hook. But he moved them away from gate. 1 injured, but the one who was injured just made a silly choice, so he might actually get a 4k here. Nah, he'll get a 3. Oh, no. He might get a 4k. Fucking hell. What the fuck was this match? When I freaking tabbed over at the start of the ads, he had 1 kill and it looked like he was going to lose 2 people at gate. And they ran back in and made a silly choice. That should have been a freaking 2k and loss of killer, and they altruism screwed them. They should have just left. He's going to get a 3k because the person on hook's waiting deliberately to let the person on the floor crawl out. So he can't worry them. And if he picks up, they'll wiggle off. So they're out. So he's got a 3k, so he keeps Trickster. What a fucking weird end to a match. Yeah, only Jord gets that lucky. I would never get a match like that. He's not doing event, no, it's normal queue. Normal queue. Still love that in last stream he missed people using the hook in RPD to escape chase. Wait, they were doing what? What do you mean? Cannot believe this fucker got a 3k. Cannot believe this fucker got a 3k. God damn. Going on top of the hook of the unicorn. Oh yeah, I forgot you can still get on top of the frickin' hook. Which technically is an exploit, so you fully could have reported them for it as well if you'd noticed. What was I doing? I've sent the dogs after more stuff. End of day? Yeah. Oh, hello. One crew member will become malnourished, so don't have enough. Wait, I have enough food, what do you fucking mean? I don't have enough food, it's 50 for a day. Fuck me. Well. What do you mean one crew member will be cured of freezing? There is no one that's frozen. Guessing somebody that went out got frozen. Got 4 penguins, 5 seals.
Cool.
3 fish. Lubba-dub-dub bitches. Thank you for the resub, it is appreciated. Hold the fuck up, does that trigger a Motherfucker, that does trigger a bean. So we do a bean tomorrow. Yay. God damn it. Thank you for the resub. It is appreciated. 34 bloody months. Christ on a bike. Could people not screw me over every single fucking day? I don't have the stuff. So we have 1 malnourished, 5 frozen. I have no food, no fuel. I only knew something was up because I couldn't hold my reaction away. Fair. I need fuel first because I need to get frozen people sorted. Bitch. Can we stop bugging the fuck out? Thank you. I mean, the spoiled rations, as much as it's 10 food, I don't want to deliberately malnourish people. And I don't have the means to fix that after. We'll do that. Do 2 of you. That should unfreeze everybody, no? Because then we have the extra one that gets done. 3. Oh, fuck off. We only get 1. So if I put 2 in at the same time, I get 2 cured and then 1 random. So if I'd done 1 at a time, I would have got 4. I need to remember that for next time. That's silly. And we need a crap ton of food. So let's just put everything I've just fucking gained into food. It's fucking bugging again. Stop it. Kind of Frostpunk here. Not anything else that goes food, do I? I mean, that gives us 15 food per fish, but it also causes malnutrition. I'd rather not. Wait. So, medbay cures any status at the end of the week. So if I shove the person who's malnourished in the medbay, they won't catch scurvy, right? Not you. That one. And we'll put one of the freezing ones in as well so they get sorted. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. That immediately gives me them both back. And then we'll just have you in there. Wait. Oh. What do you mean? Ow. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, let's do that. So I can't put the other one back in. But we'll do that so I have more med comforts to insecure people in the future. Sure, whatever. Let's do requests before I send people out. Days are getting darker, Captain. Crew's been asking about using more oil to fuel the lamps. Told them to piss off, but figured I should ask you. Lamplight is not an unreasonable request. That oil's for the burner. It's more important than making dinner brighter. It also makes it easier to do their work, Mr. Hammond. Aye, well, it's the Captain's decision. What? Sure. Give the crew what they want, I won't hear the end of it otherwise. Alright then, we better be able to spare it, Captain. We can, because I just refilled the fuel. Card me tits. Captain Templeton, I won't keep you both for long. After dinner we should have a discussion about the future direction of this crew. I suppose we should consider moving camp closer to the direction of rescue. Indeed, as for when that should be, well, we'll talk later. Very well. Sure. Alright, so I'm going to go send people out. Can I still do these? I cannot. So those are a one-time thing. That's kind of fucking useless. They're not being a consistent location for you. Like, you can only go to one location at once at a time. And there's no this location is good for hunting, so we'll keep hunting there, kind of thing. Kind of shit. It's kind of shit. Also, limited scouts. Limited scientists, all that kind of crap. Kind of fucking annoying. Hunting spot. Let's send up to 4 people. All of them. Also the fact that pretty much every time you send anybody out, they get frozen, even though you can't fucking avoid it because you have to send people out. Yet to find any means of them not freezing their tits off. Like, okay, great, thanks. What the fuck is this bloody... This bugging out is getting on my tits because I don't know what I've actually fucking selected. Anybody free? No, other than the one that's already freezing, so we're not sending him. And that won't let me send them. Why? Oh, fuck off, I don't have the dogs again. Same as last time. Do I still have enough fish? Didn't mean to hit that twice. That was a waste, but whatever. The crew have their meal. Return to their posts. It's still light outside, same as every day. Right, what's the comment about his fucking sleeping bag today? He stares at you before nodding to his sleeping bag. Seriously, stop inviting me. I'm clearly not able to join you. You wish to speak with us, Kurt? Indeed I did. Have you noticed anything about the ground beneath our feet, Captain? Get to the point, Kurt. Because he does ramble on. And we've already boosted his loyalty a few anyway, doesn't matter. I won't try your patience. We are looking at the early stages of this ice breaking apart. I can see it. If we don't want to join the dear old Temperance, we'll need to be moving out within the week. The week? I have nothing, no. If we start packing from tomorrow, we'll be safe to move on at the beginning of next week. Any longer than that, and we'll be dipping our toes into the water. Well, it is inevitable that we should keep constant movement. Even ignoring the changing ice, our rescue vessel will not be searching for us here. Fine. Get the word out then, Kurt. We leave in a week. To stay is death. We're moving on. Have a good evening. Yeah, great. We'll have to move camp within the coming week. If we wait around here any longer, we'll be swallowed up. Is this not exactly the same shit we've just said? Sure. How much has that fucking screwed me? Five Emperor penguins, 3 Adelie penguins. And every fucker's now frozen. That just went out. Pretty much guarantee all of them. Only 3, okay. I can live with that. 8 weeks at Temperance Camp. Are we leaving then or what? Oh? Yes, okay. Move to the next camp. After a hard morning dragging the boats, the crew comes across deeper snow ahead. Captain, the snow on the ice is getting deeper. We'll need to find a better path before dragging the whole crew through it. I'll be happy to take up the reins. Best we leave that one to one of the scouts, Mr. Darling. The ice behind us is encroaching. We needn't lag behind a man with a cane. The old limp isn't that bad, Templeton. It's bad enough. Time is of the essence. And very well, you can't go wrong with my team anyway. Any one of them are capable of finding the path in the ice. Captain, if you want to judge the course yourself, you should go ahead with them. Ill-advised. We don't know what lies ahead. Best to not take any unnecessary risks. Templeton is right, I'll stay here with the rest of the party. It makes more sense. We'll send the nimble one. Flick, scout ahead and see if you can find us a safe path to the next flow. Flick nods to you and Kurt before trudging ahead. I think I hear something. Oh yay. The eggshell surface of the flows erupt, revealing a large, slimy creature, mouth agape, with files of razor-sharp teeth, expectant. Leopard seal! Bolt action rifle, I guess. You grab the rifle and steady it as you aim towards the beast, barreling towards Flick. The beast continues unhindered, yay. Fear mixes with snow, freezing Flick in place. Wait for him to get closer. Can I see the distance? Oh, you piece of shit. I should have gone for the last one. You crack the rifle and the projectile flies towards the sea leopard, but it's difficult to get a good angle with the creature this close. Dickheads. The bullet grazes the beast and it continues its charge. Charges into Flick, knocking them over in the snow. You jam the bolt back and forth, reloading your weapon. We lost Flick. God damn it. Beast sinks its teeth into a crew member, tearing red across the snow. They scream briefly. And we still didn't hit it. We should have gone with the other gun. Oh well. Commotion ceases. A morbid stillness emanates from where they went under. Kurt's shouts do no good. The leopard seal is gone, as is what remained of Flick. I was hoping we could at least get some meat from the damn thing. What a comment to make at that point. Tragic, but we cannot be left waiting. That creature may return at any moment. Let us press on. What a load of shit! 1 week at second camp, which is probably where we'll leave it, to be fair, before we carry on. We'll come back to this next time. I don't care about the personal log. Get off the personal log. I don't read the personal log. Fuck off. How do I get rid of you? Hello? I can't. Oh, you want me to click on it? Okay. New camp has been erected on the ice floe. The prospect of land is still far off from here. The crew were ambushed by a leopard seal whilst moving camp. Okay, are you gonna say something else or what? Thank you. 3 hours later. Flick was killed in the attack, ripped apart by the creature. Kurt Darling is one to put on a brave face, but it is clear as day the man's nerves are shaken from the ordeal, from losing one of his trusted crew. Though likely to deny it, Kurt bears a heavy burden. That'll do, I don't really care. We saw what happened, we'll leave it at that. Oh. We're going to leave it at that point, because that looks like a lot of stuff to be dealing with. My throat started to hurt a bit from talking, from reading. So we're going to bugger off over to Knobhead's stream. Oh, and I take it he lost. He lost Thingy as well, Trickster. Yeah, lost Trickster as well. He's now on Wraith. God damn. So yeah, we're going to raid over to Jord. Thank you for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow from 5-ish. Again, as for the last 2 days, give or take. I've been half an hour late both days because of sleep and shit. So, you know. Tomorrow's start might also be a little late. Might be a little early. We'll see what happens. But it will be DPD tomorrow. Open Lobby Survivor. Please be here. Please come join. Please bring cake. Because A, it makes the event less stressful if I don't have 3 solo queuers to have to deal with. And B, it means that at the very least, if we get shitty matches, we get blood points out of it. At the very least. So if you are free tomorrow, please come and join. Please come and join. We will also probably be raiding Jord tomorrow if he's streaming. Because that is our thing at the minute. If we can, we raid him twice a week. Didn't raid him yesterday. He doesn't stream on Sundays. So today and tomorrow are the only streams we can raid him. So we'll probably raid him today and tomorrow. But, you know. Although I haven't finished it, I would definitely recommend it. Okay, I might have to grab. So well, it's either I grab or I commit to finishing Monster Hunter first and then grab it. I'll decide in the next few days, but chances are I'll probably be playing it as well in the next few days. I'm in Manchester, so I can't. Well, you suck. But fair. But fair. But yeah, I will see some of you tomorrow for some DBD. Otherwise, I'll see you Sunday next for some more Dark Chronicle. We'll do some more of this next week. There's a chance I might, if I'm able to start a little early on Sunday, there's always a small chance. If I'm able to start early on Sunday, we might split and do a little bit of this to finish after Dark Chronicle. Otherwise, it'll just be Dark Chronicle. But we'll see. But yeah, please grab your raid messages. First, if Purple Flames if you're not subbed. Animated Flames if you are subbed. If you're not in the Discord, come and say hi. Speaking of the Discord, don't forget to check the remaining games that are in the Steam Key dump list in the channel. The games that are in the list that are not scratched off. Even if you've already claimed one, you are able to claim again now. The claims reset today. So you have the next week to pick any of the remaining games if you wish. Before I put new ones up next week. Yeah, we're going to raid over to Jord, so please grab those raid messages. It's Jord. He is doing his DBD hardcore killer, and he's lost a fair few killers today. Hang on, who's he lost today? So he went live just before I did. Like 15 minutes before I did. And he started with Ghostface, and he has since lost Ghostface, Nurse, Slinger, Pig, Skull Merchant, and Trickster. And is now on Wraith. God damn. God damn. But yeah, please grab those raid messages. Go say hi to Jord. Go and claim a game in the Discord if you haven't already, and if you have already claimed one off the list previously to today, you can now claim your second game if you wish. I'll see some of you tomorrow, otherwise have a good rest of your week and or weekend. Bye. Not going to put music on because we're just going to raid straight over. Bye.